Hello, this is Mr. Doty, and we're going to work on our third try on this video. Don't know why I'm having so many issues getting it going this morning, but hey, that's the way it is. So, welcome to another fun-filled video that will hopefully be helpful to you. What I want to talk to you about is when working with working drawings, which means that you have an assembly drawing with balloons, parts list, or bill of materials. You also have some detail drawings. So like here's the hammerhead. It's not fully dimensioned, but obviously you would dimension it. And then here we have the two different handles that we created for this project. And I still haven't figured out why I've got reference or basic dimensions out here, but hey, I didn't draw the parts. These are just used for an example. So anyway, I have multiple sheets. I just added extra sheets down here on my one drawing file. And you do need to make sure that you hit save and, save all your stuff. It's very important there. Things work a lot better. So one of the things that if you're going to send this to somebody so that they can open it up and look at it, or in my case, you can attach it to Blackboard and so I can grade it, or you're going to email it to somebody or whatever, or send them a link to a, cloud file. Basically what you need to do is a better way of doing it. Instead of the old-fashioned, you go here. Here, I'm going to delete this guy out because I don't need him. All right, so these are all the files. This is the folder right here that I'm using, this hammer folder here. So what I could do is the normal simple way is you right click, send to compressed zip folder. And then I've already done it once already, as you can tell, trying to practice to get this video working. So there it is, and if I open this up and it's got a folder, and these are all the temporary files apparently. I'm not sure why it's showing all those, but hey, that's okay. So basically, that's the way most people would probably do it. The issue is sometimes when you do that, and when I download the zip file and I open it up and unpack it and all that good stuff, I go open the drawing file up, or even if I open up all of the part files and assembly files, open all the files up, when I get to the drawing file, it doesn't, it can't find them for some reason, even though they're all in the same folder. Well, you would think it would work. Well, one way that you can get around this issue is to use the pack and go feature. So pack and go, Inventor has it, Solidworks has it. This is Solidworks. I'll show you Inventor here in a sec. Basically, Solidworks is a little easier actually. You just go over here and hit pack and go. And you'll notice that I have one assembly file, I have 3 part files, and I have one drawing file because I have multiple sheets on my drawing file. So that's good. That includes, I picked include drawings. I'm not sure if I really needed to or not, but that works. All these files are what's going to be included. I want to save it to a zip file, and it's going to flatten to a single folder so that we can open it up. We can attach it to something and then open it up, because you can't attach a folder. You have to attach a file. So this is why we're making a zip file. So then I hit save and go back over to the file manager, go back to my folder here, and there it is. There's my thing. So let's check it and let's see if it has everything I want on here. It's got handle 1, handle 2, the hammerhead, so all the parts are there. The assembly part, the assembly drawing, or sorry, the assembly file is there, and then I have my drawing file. Now I could have had a separate drawing file for each of the parts. That's not a big deal. Some people do that too. I just added sheets on mine down here. You click on this little button to the right of sheet 1 that you start with, and then you can add sheets, and then you can just click between the sheets to navigate. Pretty cool. So this is how you would do your working drawings, or if you're sending somebody something where you have part files, assembly files, or even part files and drawing files. You know, this is how you would need to do it. So Pack and Go is great. And let's go on over here to Inventor. So I just have a single file, but if I wanted to, if I had multiple files on drawings, and okay, so here's the deal. I have a drawing. Well, that includes two files because you have the drawing file and the part file. So this will work fine. Now, on Inventor, you have to go to Save As. And then you go to Pack and Go. And then it tells me that they're not in the normal project. And yeah. So normally you would have your stuff in the project. I'm going to go and look for my parts. Obviously mine are under downloads, and they're down here somewhere in the bottom because that's where they're at, I guess. Anyway, so I would go find the files, which I guess I should have figured that out real quick, and then it'll show what it found, and then you would hit start and it would save it as a file. So Inventor is a little more complicated as far as it likes to, you know, when you create things, it saves it under a project, or you have to go in and play around with projects to get things to work. And I just usually have a default project that it starts with, and a lot of people probably do that as well. Solidworks doesn't make you do that, so that's good. But Inventor is another good program, and it also has the Pack and Go feature. Now, I will say this. A lot of times, if somebody sends me the Inventor drawing file, it'll actually pop up okay, and not give me just blank views. Sometimes it will, sometimes it won't, but if you use the Pack and Go feature, you're pretty much guaranteed to have everything to talk to each other so that you can get your drawing across to who you need to. So try not to make this too long of a video. Hopefully this helps you out with the Pack and Go features on, didn't do too great with Inventor, but you know, SolidWorks as well. So I hope that this helps you out, and we will catch you around on the next video. Have fun.